Hi all, in this video session we'll talk about the Kraken database details more. So in the earlier sessions we talk about the introduction part and the architecture part and the creation of basic key space syntaxes and entity creations and attribute creations along with the relations. So now in this video we'll talk about more on GraknDB. So what is behind the scene of GraknDB and what are all the the other features we have in GraknDB and why we are referring this GraknDB for knowledge graph or semantic the node representation of uh, data sets. Okay, so Kraken is a distributed hyperrelational database for managing complex data that serves as a knowledge base for cognitive and artificial intelligence systems. This, as I told you, the definition of Kraken, this is a distributed hyperrelational database for managing complex data. That means this is the evolution of a relational database management system, and basically this is Kraken database using for complex data sets. And it has its own cognitive services and artificial intelligence systems services. So where it will populate the data in the semantic format, that is ontology kind of representation and UI, and that is very informative for the data scientists to know the relations and the rules of your data. And also it fetches from the different entities and it shows you on the graph format. That is what the benefit of these artificial intelligence systems. Okay, so the primary database model of this Kraken is graph DBMS and relational DBMS. Graph DBMS is also called as graph-oriented DBMS or graph database. It represents data in graph structure as nodes and edges. Okay. So as we have seen in the earlier session, the GraphQL database showing the query-related results in the graph nodes. It has nodes and edges. So these nodes and edges, which are relationship between the nodes and edges. So the allow easy processing of data in and out and the sample calculation of specific properties of the graph, such as the number of steps needed to get from one node to another node. This is what the graph DBMS. Okay, and coming to the DB engine, this is again using graph DBMS. And coming to the website, this is the Grakn.ai. And technical documentation, you will get it from this develop that Grakn.ai.docs. And it has been developed by Grakn Labs Limited. And initial release was happened 2016, and it is open source. And coming to the implementation, it was being done on Java platform. Okay, so as I told you, like the Java is a case sensitive and object oriented concept where it follows the C++ syntax, and you should take care of your naming conventions and the attribute creations and the entity creations in this database. Okay. So again, this is what the other thing which we need to discuss, because as I'm telling you, this is a Java platform, so we should be installing Java, runtime engine before installing Kraken, because this Java virtual machine is the runtime engine for Java platform, so it allows any program from Java, other program compiled into Java bytecode. So we have to be installed. Okay. So coming to the server operating systems, you can install on any Linux or OS, any operating system of Microsoft or Unix, etc. Because this is the having compatible to different operating systems. And coming to the supported programming languages, all JVM based languages will support Groovy, Java, Scala. So Groovy again is Java syntax compatible loops for the Java platform. It is using for both dynamic and static kind of programming styles. So again, Java, as I told you, this is Java program, and Scala is a part of Java-based programming language, and it's similar to those of Python, Ruby, Perl, and Smalltalk languages. Okay, so when coming to the partitioning methods, it has sharding mechanism. Sharding mechanism is nothing but it's a type of database partitioning that separates very large databases into a smaller, faster, and more easily managed parts called as data shards. The word shard means a small part of the whole partitioning, which is normalization, or it's a small part of shading is horizontal database partitioning as opposed to vertical. Okay, partitioning, which is nothing but normalization. It separates very large database into smaller. That's how like the database performing operations very faster and more easily managed parts called datasets. Okay, and coming to the replication methods, it is supporting master to master replication. So master to master replication is a method of database replication which allows data to be stored by a group of computers and updated by any member of the group. So that is what the major feature we have in the Kraken AI replication method. Okay, coming to the map reduce, yes, it has map reduce. Map reduce is nothing but the file system which is storing large data. Like coming to the big data Hadoop system, it has HDFS file system, Hadoop file system. It is also supporting map reduce. If you store the data in the clusters and different computer nodes, when you fetch the data, it used to fetches from the different clusters and different computers. It automatically, what it will do is this Hadoop MapReduce is a software framework, so it distributes the processing of large data sets and computer clusters of community hardware. So this is the sub project of the Apache Hadoop project. And MapReduce, when coupled with HDFS file system, it used to be handle the big data. It has extensive capability to handle unstructured data as well. That is what the concept of MapReduce. So it is supporting it. That means it is going to support unstructured data, and semi-structured data, and structured data. Okay. And coming to the in-memory capability, yes, it has in-memory capabilities. That means when you are running any query, it is going to be stored for some time in the memory that is nothing but cache. Okay. So this is what the main feature of this GraknDB. And coming to the user concepts, yes, we have concepts here because it is translating this concept level data, and it is connecting to highly integrated concept level data to semantic representation. So the commodity hardware, which is explained in the MapReduce part, this is taking care of these concepts and this uh, high level integrated data, and represents the entire data set into the graph format. Okay, so these are all the features of this Kraken database, like primary database model, DB engine, website, technical documentation, developer, initial release license, and these are the other remaining features which is supporting this Kraken database. Okay, so I hope you understand what are all the inside, the frameworks and supporting features we have in Kraken database as compared to other, graph and databases like Neo, 4G, or uh, GraphDB, or the other databases which are supporting this graph knowledge representation. Okay, I hope you understand the features what we have in GraknDB, and please subscribe more videos on Kraken database.